Yeah, I can definitely do that. Actually, I'll share a link to a guide that we have there. But of course, I can also just answer you here right now. So there's a few principles that you can use. First of all, the more clearly you define your opportunities, the easier it will be to score. And one thing that really helps is to also link your opportunities to some solutions already, because opportunities can still be a little bit vague. But once you actually have a list of, this is the opportunity and these types of solutions belong to it, becomes much more easier to actually, imagine what it actually means, this opportunity. Another thing that really helps is, we have this matrix, of course, in TheyDo that you can use to score opportunities in relation to each other. And that's really important because by that, you actually create a benchmark and a reference frame that you can use to score them in relation to each other, which of course is very important because if you have multiple teams and they all come up with their own opportunities, what is sort of the communal frame of reference that you have when you score them? Well, actually the opportunities themselves can become this reference frame. So yeah, that makes sure that you actually, a rating of 80% for one team actually is also a rating of 80% for the other team.
One addition to that is of course that everyone hopefully within the organization uses the same sort of criteria when it comes to how to prioritize. So you all, compares apple with apples and not apples with pears. So once, and that is something you can decide in TheyDo, is this: you set the criteria and then you lock them down, and then whoever is going to use it will be following the same rule sets when you make those priorities, regardless how large the opportunity is or how small it is.
Yeah, great addition. Maybe one last thing that I can add, and then let's move on to another question. There's much more in the guide, by the way, so you can really dig into it. But last but not least, include experts, right? Include different types of, if you're prioritizing across teams, have someone from every team there present. Also include different perspectives, so for customer value, invite a marketer or a salesperson or a service designer, but when it's about the business value, include a business manager, a financial expert, etc. So really have these different perspectives present when you do the prioritization. Then I can host a session, for example, with it. And that really helps you to have all the different perspectives represented when you make that prioritization choice.